Hi, and thank you for joining me here at High Priestess Healer. My name is Angela, and I'm here to do a reading for Scorpio. Okay, my water sign, ruled by Pluto, that deals with transformation. So we're going to get right into it. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups. I've already prayed over the cards and asked to be a channel and to deliver accurate messages and be able to read and discern properly. And I ask for you to bring in your intuition and pay attention to the cards and words and see what resonates with you and leaves the rest, okay? For the personal readings on just your energy, please contact me at highpriestesshealer1111 at yahoo.com. Let's see, top of the deck is going to be Page of Wands. So you're going to have some good news, and you're going to jump into, wow, it even jumped. As I said, you're going to jump. You're going to jump into for joy is what I'm saying and seeing, because it landed way over here by my joy ball. My little girl rocks around with it and says, "I'm spreading joy, Mom, I'm spreading joy." So I really like that. Anyhow, you're ready just to lay down your burdens and you want a peaceful life. You've gone through the lessons, the trenches, and you've done a good job of handling what you had to handle, but now it's getting a little overwhelming and you're learning to lay things down before it gets too overwhelming and you break down, okay? So that's a good thing. It's a good thing to know your boundaries, and to follow your body, okay? To follow your body's indications of what it needs, okay? I see High Priestess also on the bottom here. So you are gaining more insight, more aligned. You're being given information towards your next steps that you should take, okay? I really like that for you. I see a Knight of Wands, which means whatever ideas that you're getting, you are taking action towards them or need to take action towards them, and don't let fear hold you back, okay? Because fear will rob you of your joy and your happiness. Fear will rob you of your joy and happiness. Fear will rob you of your joy and happiness. So you have to feel the fear and do it anyways, okay? It's called courage. If you don't have the courage for it, then well, perhaps you need to ask for some, okay? Ask the angels, ask our creator, call it down from your higher self, call in, I've got these upside down. They came out upside down, so I'll take them, but I just had the whole deck upside down. Let me see what they say. We got a Five of Wands, which is upside down. We'd love to see that. There's no more in my head thinking about something or everything, or worry, or torment there, or just going back and forth on what should I do. It looks like you're letting go of fear. Good, which is why the High Priestess came out, because now you have rid some of this mental conflict within yourself. You leave room for hearing sometimes the soft and voice of the spirit that wants to guide you, or you miss out on signs, because from angels that are also trying to help you. Then you got the Knight of Wands. That's in return, okay? I mean, in reverse. I said in return. So if a Knight of Wands is coming towards you, it would be reciprocal. You're attracted to somebody. But this, I felt, was about taking action. So, and then the next one says the Magician, and then the High Priestess upside down. So there may be somebody in your life who's in and out, or who has this, Knight of Wands persona, and very sexually or have a lot of chemistry, sexually attracted to you, but they're using tactics of of utilizing things of a sexual manner to possibly, you know, keep you around, you know, in you know, and that's not the right reason to be with somebody, right? It's definitely has to be there, but, you know, deep, pure love is what is going to, unconditional love is going to be the determining factor, you know, in a relationship. And so, you know, when you or the person around you is acting from this place of, you know, making decisions that aren't good, or making haste, right? So that's that will backfire, you know, and have some kind of effect that, you know, you didn't want, you know. So there's some kind of actions that you or someone around you, or both, are displaying or going on inside you, and that need to be healed. Okay, shadow, maybe some shadow work comes to mind. Okay, so, you know, being verbally open to just a second. I'm gonna lay them out. To working on something or moving in a certain direction is going to help you here in this case. But I'm seeing as if, you know, you know, that you just have to be careful the energies that you're around. Okay, because I see the Queen of Swords and then the Seven of Cups. So there could be somebody looking that's found some clarity and is cutting off some negative energy, but not sure which energy needs to be cut off. But there is a Five of Spheres, so they're sitting there and they're thinking, you know, and they're like, okay, what is actually bothering me, you know, and getting to the root of it so that this person knows what to cut off. There's a lot of cards here that are upside down. Never seen so many like that. Oh, this one came out. So there's a letter, and then there's rats. Okay, so there may be some of you that are, you know, feeling are waiting for someone to call or send a message, you know, but now you're not waiting, and therefore you're not stressed out, so you're not worried, and you're leaving, you know, behind some kind of conflict in your mind. Okay, but it doesn't mean that, you know, the message still won't come, whatever that is, and we could figure out what that is. It just means it's not here right now. Okay, but it is sealed. The deal is sealed, whatever it is. I see that here. So you're just not wanting to have any more stress anymore. I put that over the Five of Wands. That's upside down. Okay, so we got the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords upside down. Both real good cards to have in reverse. It means that you're coming out of, you know, this self battle inside your heart, battle inside your mind, and then, you know, not cohesively being able to make a decision, right? So you're learning how to listen to your intuition, and not get confused, especially by the words of somebody around you. Is like they're trying to confuse you or manipulate your mind in some way, because the Magician here is upside down, and that's kind of like dealing with somebody with narcissistic qualities. Not always, but that's usually what it means. And like I said, they're trying to keep you stuck in some manner, you know, like they feel stuck, and so they want you to feel stuck. Okay, but instead, you know, you've bossed up a little bit with your Queen of Swords, so, you know, you're gonna see through and then cut through the illusions, is the channeled message. See through and cut through the illusions, especially the ones that you have in your Five of Spheres, you know, in your Five of Spheres, energy, okay? The crying is coming to a halt, and now you're gaining strength, you know, you loving yourself, you're recognizing your worth. You are a queen, you know you are, and you're just looking to connect with your higher self, okay? So let's see what else we got here. Seven of Cups, like I said, you were having, you know, your being queen is helping you to learn to have clarity and make better decisions and discern right from wrong, okay? And you're starting to look at the positive things of life because those are what you want and you're focusing on them. It's in your future, right? And, you know, where you felt stuck, now you're not feeling stuck, okay? Seven of Wands, you know, you're standing up for your beliefs and what you believe. And, you know, that gives you passion, you know, that you're standing up for yourself, that you know how to be independent, that you know, when someone's playing mind games with you or, you know, or has bad energy or bad intentions, almost like being an empath, okay? And then you actually decide, you know what, I'm going to take this calculated risk here, okay? And it's under, let's see, the Nine of Wands, okay? And then below it is Eight of Swords below it. So you're like, I'm tired of being in this, you know, stuck place, okay? And, you know, this is the Eight of Swords, but it's upside down. So you're like, I'm needing to get rid of this. I don't want this anymore. So I'm ready to go to a next phase. Oh, there's one behind it. How cool is that? So they're ready. Ooh, to the Lovers. That's where they're wanting to go to. Okay, look at that. We got a one tailgating here. Oh yeah, there we go. I like that for you. The Lovers. Okay, so we are jumping right into something very beautiful that, you know, you perhaps have been thinking about, you know, or trying to figure out a way to make this relationship, I guess, that you're in, or want to be in, work for you, okay? And so let's see, you're taking a chance on love, and you know, you want it to be this really deep love where you actually cleave and you feel like one, almost like the people who believe in twin souls being one soul, you know. Yes, you're whole and complete and you come together and you complete each other, but perhaps for some people you also are actually cleaving. Look how they're like intertwined. If that's not, you know, being, you know, in love with somebody, when you are cleaving to someone, I don't know what is, you know, when you know them so intrinsically that you almost can't tell one from the other, but you do, in this case, obviously keep to your individuality, okay, because that's important. The Nine of Wands, upside down. So now that you have made a decision, you know, it's time for you to make well, okay, you made a decision. Now that you've made a decision, or when you make a decision on which way you want to go, then things are going to start, you know, taking off, okay? And this Knight of Wands will turn forward. Because earlier you had, let's see. Yeah, it'll turn forward, okay? And so but you got to focus on self-love, okay? You got to focus on being independent. You got to focus on loving yourself, connecting to source, right? So that you can reach that that Ten of Cups with your person, okay? You have, you know, Nine of Cups here. So, you know, you're ready now after, you know, cutting out things that you needed to cut out in your relationship that were draining you. or making you feel like, you were in a life that you didn't belong, or so of sorts, some kind of like, always questioning, is this where I should be? Is that where I should be? So you're really coming into some clarity here with this Ace of Wands. When you decide to, fully get out of the denial, you will either put the truth into practice that but aren't putting into practice, or will gain a new knowledge, which changes your perceptions and helps you to be able to make different decisions in your life. Okay, so right now it's really big, channeling a message about the decision you make and how important they are towards, the future that you want. Okay, they don't want you to keep going in cycles and cycles and cycles and spheres and spheres and spheres of lower energy, loneliness and pain, struggle, conflict, self-sabotage, disrespecting yourself or others. What else? Let's see. Fear that's the biggest one, right? Anger, frustration. Okay, so you're going to start learning the things that you want in your life, and start putting them into practice, and little by little they're going to start happening for you. You're going to start reacting differently without being defensive, really wanting to listen and understand to the other person, and having more compassion towards yourself and others, and wanting to come from a place of integrity and honesty, as you see that when you don't, life is hard, and there's a lot of karmic lessons that you have to learn and go through that are very harsh, or can be. So you just get tired of being at, rock bottom here. But, there is definitely love on the table. You're where you need to be. You just possibly aren't seeing it because you're not looking at it. It's like you're still looking at the things that you lost. You're still looking at the past. So as soon as you see in the present, the gifts that you've been given, and be grateful for what you have, all of this will unfold for you. Okay, that's almost like all you have to do is see it differently. Okay, because it's already there and it's already coming. It's already for a blessing there for you, for whatever it is that I'm feeling the chills, that you contributed to the world, or to the people around you, just for your faithfulness and for being a good person. And I see there's a lot of betrayal and dark sides here of things that have happened in the past, okay, that have caused you, anxiety and sleepless nights. But, now there's actually some really, really good news coming. Remember I told you some good news was coming? And it's actually right under the letters right underneath the same line here. So the good news did come, but not until the Seven of Swords, which is like the deceitful energy stops, okay? Because there's got to be a win-win situation, because someone around you has some kind of deceitful energy, and, it's kind of in the moon, so you're not going to be able to tell that they're an enemy, okay? They're there, but you can't tell. It's like the first one where it says rats. This is enemies hard to detect, okay? So you have enemies that are hard to detect at the moment, okay? But everything will come to light, okay? So yes, you feel stuck, but I do see the world, okay? Again, the world's upside down. I don't know why these are all face up. So, it looks like, you have there's no more deceit around you. There's been like a win-win. There's been like some compromising, or, changing of the ways that you do things together, you and whoever this person is. There's no more secrets, no more lies, no more anything. And so now you can start new with this person, or with the new person coming in, or the person you're with, obviously, bringing more love and nurturing into the relationship. Let's see what else for you. Then the world will turn from upside down to this way, because it will mean that you've passed certain tests and, you know, you're victorious, and, you know, you'll move on into another phase of your life, okay? And you'll still be dealing, it looks like, with, you know, bits and pieces of this Five of Cups, but, you know, that's normal. We're not gonna just like have no ill feelings, or, you know, any, you know, you're gonna be dumping it all out, actually. It's because the Five of Cups is upside down. They're like, you know what, I'm done with all these lower energies. And the reason why I say that is because you're gonna be the next card is the Empress. Like I said, you always were meant to be this Empress, okay? And so you are now this Empress because you made the right choices, you cut out the right things in your life that you were doing, and the people around you changed or got cut off as well, if they were, you know, mistreating you in any way. And then after this Empress card, the book card fell. So you're being asked to look inside yourself. Look inside yourself for more information regarding, you know, let's see, what the intentions of people are, okay? And, you know, to keep an open mind and keep an open heart regarding the knowledge that you receive from Spirit, okay? It may not always be what you want it to be, okay? It's not going to always be that way. Okay, my Scorpios. Let's see. Yeah. You guys, let's see. We need to get some of these things turning around. Good, Lily. So things are going to start turning around. You're going to start having some, you know, new opportunities and possibilities to move in other directions, should you choose. And this goes over the Queen of Swords. So she may be cutting or there may be a breakup, there may be something that's being cut out, but that's allowing you to, your heart and your soul and your behavior to move in a new direction, okay? Because, you know, after the Empress, you get the Star. So the Star here for me is healing, that's, you know, meeting your goals, meeting your dreams. So you've had to fight through the trenches to get to this place, but it's all worth it because the Empress knows who she is, and she has a lot to offer, and she's very generous and abundant and successful, okay, and nurturing to people around her. And so she knows how to nurture herself now. So if something comes up, it's very easy for her to nurture herself. It's very easy for her to manifest things of her dreams now, hopes and dreams. Okay, there's no more lower energies, in and out, you know, the mind games, or, you know, just stress, anxiety, like all of those things are coming to an end. And then at the end here, we've got a card where it's the Three of Cups. It's a card of celebration. Okay, so that's really great that you can celebrate now the victories that you went through as Empress, knowing what you went through to get to this point, okay? The things that you sacrificed, the time you took to meditate and to grow and to find root causes and get to where you want to be. Okay, so now you get to decide, where do you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? Because you've got this Page of Swords, you know, I'm sorry, Page of Cups. And that could also be like a new beginning with a person. So we did get a Lover, and it is in the same lineage over there, that line. So let's pull one on Page of Cups here. Page of Cups. could have just been some misunderstandings here, and so that's why there were some trust issues. But the Seven of Swords, as I see it coming up now, reverse, is a good thing because everything's coming to light now, and you can start new. We still do have the moon, so there is uncertainties in this new energy that you're going to be in. Again, here is a new start, or a possible message that's in the same line also of the message. You got the bear. 6 is also for lovers, harmony. So somebody defending themselves and defending their new beginning and what it is they want to accomplish, and being independent and abundant, and possibly more romance in your love life, as we do see the lovers, or with a person, or possible ascending to a higher level, possible, with it being boutique, an engagement or marriage. Okay, let's see what we can get from, or for rather, the, what do I know about here? Let's see. 7 of Cups. Let's see if we can see 7 of Cups. What are we confused about, or what are the options? Or let's see. Oh, that came out, but it came out for this one, so I'm gonna have to leave it here. So the 5 of Cups, that you're dumping out is anything negative from your past. Okay, this tree is about the past connections. So you may be making a decision to leave something or someone in the past. Also says health, so it's bringing health to you and your partner. Okay, making it more sturdy, your family. And it talks about ancestors, making new traditions, or, participating in traditions of old. But breaking chains and making new traditions kind of what stands out to me, and just stability, somebody really wanting to have a deep connection with you, a family with you, is what I'm picking up there. Let's see, what is this 5 of Spears? 5 of Spears would be like the 5 of Pentacles. So we've got that up in the beginning, right? But a couple months later, you're already at Empress status. So don't you worry one bit. Okay, I'm sure if I pulled these cards here from the Soul Evolution, it would say the same thing. Don't worry. Ooh, the Sun, see? So we know that you're working towards your happiness. And, I put it over there, right? Because it's over 5 of Spheres. You can't see the sun because you're looking down, because you have to look up. Look up at the sun. Look up to the sun, aka Jesus. Look up, to the Creator. Look up to heavenly, there. But it feels like it goes over here with whatever this is, with the Lovers line here. So you can read them, this way, left to right. You can read them down each row, diagonally. I've seen, let me see if I see something else pop out. Let's see, for the Ace of Wands. Your Ace of Wands, yeah. Let's see, why are you not getting that Ace of Wands? What's going on with that Ace of Wands? So whatever it is, that Ace of Wands that was presented to you, it looks like it might be a temporary situation, okay? And you're looking for long term. So that's the reason why your Ace of Wands is upside down, because you're wanting to make a wrong decision on whatever it is that you are trying to think of that you need to do. That's short term. It's not going to be, long lasting. So when you realize the right answer for you, then you will get that new start. Okay, and you've made the decision to walk that way. Otherwise, you kind of stay in this stalemate, a hangman sort of a stage, stagnant. Let's see, what else? What's the star about? Star. For my Scorpios. All right. So for the star, we get clarified the star. It landed right over the star. So that's a double confirmation here to, make the right decisions and all your dreams will come true, that they're aligning. Okay, but without making those right decisions, which come from being aligned and from the Creator, you can't have those dreams and hopes and be healed and helping others heal and have that celebration, that feeling of victory, So let's see what we get here for the Empress. I'm not going to do them for all of them, but I'm going to pull a few. Let's see what we get to further to gain further information and knowledge into the card and the card meaning. I don't even know if I've ever used these. So the Empress here is just a warning to be careful for people who are sly with their words, sly with their actions. So be vigilant of your gut, and how you feel around people, watching people's actions, being observant to that, and to be flexible also. Okay, so you may be getting an offer, like I said, that you just need to look into to make sure of the intentions, of that person, and be sure yourself, that you're not being like a fox would be, kind of trying sly and get away with things. Just like I said earlier, to be honest, okay? It is also over a Libra card, which may or may not mean anything to you. But we do have cups, we do have pentacles, we do have swords, what else? And we have a few wands. So we need more motivation here, more passion, more creativity. Okay, you have that Ace of Wands. It's just that you haven't ignited it yet. Okay, so it needs to be ignited in some way. Ignited. And I think once you, rid yourself of the lower energies and put the past in the past, that's what they mean when they say, make room for new opportunities, to growth, new ideas, because right now the lower energies and the denseness are blocking your creativity, your desire to do anything. It's just sucking the energy out of you. Okay, so let's see. What does your soul evolution cards have to say about you? You're letting go of the guilt. There's still some fear there. Everybody has fear of the unknown. So you're being guided to try and be okay with the things that are uncertain to you, and see it more as like a journey, an adventure, something being exciting. Like, I can't wait to see what happens next, instead of expecting the worst, and then making that a self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's see. I see that you're needing more discipline if you want peace, and to recognize that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Okay. Remember, you're a being of love, and you release all negative energy if you'd like to gain peace. Okay. So like I picked up earlier, you just, you're looking for happiness, you're just looking for peace, and, something that lights you up inside, that's long term, just trying to get past the the stage of purging, okay? If you saw all those cards upside down. So that's what comes to my mind, is it's just like a purging stage where you're going from 3D to 5D, right? You're going to be more high vibing, which is going to bring you the success that you want. And, you know, a lot more love, more patience, more humble, you know, more happy, you know, choosing those things, choosing joy and choosing happiness instead of, you know, letting somebody else take it away via you giving it to them. Like, they're mad and their energy is one way and it affects yours, okay? So we can not control other people is what I'm getting. And so, you know, that's been the big, like, deal lately. My throat, something with my throat. I'll tell you in a minute. I don't know what it is yet, but kind of getting like winded. I'm not sure what that means. Someone just needing to take a deep breath. Okay, slow down a little bit. Be grateful and see the successes that you've made thus far. And be appreciative for them so that it can get you to the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step, okay? As we went from a very dark place, right, to, you know, Empress in a very short amount of time, like within, you know, 3 months. I mean, for some it could just be overnight, it could be 3 weeks. I mean, there's no real timing on it, you know. Time is fluid, like they say, and you can. I really like to see it as collapsing timelines when I'm really hyper focused. I know what I need to change. I'm practicing it. I'm being consistent with it, and then I don't have to deal with it anymore. But you know, you're always constantly being tested to see if those things are really not an issue anymore, okay, that are not blocking your joy. So you've got courage. Like I said, you'll need courage, okay, to face your fears earlier. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, okay. We got self-esteem, so just a little bit of work needed there, and that's, you know, pretty much around across the board of the signs is, you know, needing that self-esteem boost. You know, or maybe you had it and someone, you know, knocked it, you allowed someone to knock it down, you know, just keep getting back up, you know, and now that when you're high vibing, when you know, fall, it's so much easier to get back up quicker, okay, but from a low level, it's just, it keeps you down when things keep you down, okay, so getting to that high vibration in your life is going to help you with your self-esteem, and that, I just want to let you know that that comes from within, okay? That's something that you have to have self-confidence and belief in yourself, okay? That doesn't come from, you know, what other people say or what other people think about you, because that's a very known myth, okay? So relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Well, that's enough said, right? So you do... you're either going to stay attracted to the person that you are with, you know, if you now have a healthy relationship, because there was a little bit of conflict going on before, or you're attracting someone that serves your higher good, okay, because I see the Lover card and it's over the moon, so maybe it's something you didn't see and that's coming your way, okay? And there's like the moon 2 times in that same row, okay? But the good thing is, whatever that is that you may resonate with and understand better than I do, you know, there's the sun, and, you know, there's romance, there's leadership and cooperation, new starts, and yeah, I mean, there's things that you don't know, but that's where the courage comes in, you know, and that's where you know, being together and being in love helps you to, you know, move things forward, because you have each other to, you know, you have each other's backs, okay? So you don't feel as much, you know, fear or what have you. But, you know, with the with the warning to not be codependent, right? Because we're dependent on our creator, okay? And love comes from within, and so does self-esteem. Happiness. So, see how, like I said, you're working on your happiness. Like, it was supposed to be up here, like, okay, I'm working on it, but then I put it down here because it's like, okay, you're working on it here, but within this amount of time, it's going to happen here. Is basically what happened, okay? So happiness will be turned upside down. And as you open your heart chakra to new opportunities, to to adjust, to be more flexible, like I said, and not so rigid, when you're and being pure with your intentions, possibly you do something different, and that starts to help you to heal, help the other person to heal in your relationship, or what have you. And let's see. And then comes your happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So if you're following your heart's desire and it's bringing you happiness, then that's the one that you need to stick with, because that means you're on the right track, okay? Your north node, right? Let's see here. Well, we're here 41 minutes. So I'm going to just take a surrender card here and see what my Scorpios need to surrender. Okay, we know you need to engage your imagination, because you're very creative and imaginative. You're very passionate, but you can be a little dramatic sometimes. So you need to pick your battles and bring it down a notch, and try to just think practically and not over dramatize things. Yeah. Not to be obsessive with things. Let things come when they want to come, and when they want to go, let them go. Another keyword here for my Scorpios on this card I have here, it says sexual. So like I said, if there's any sexual manipulation going on here, be vigilant of that. Only you would know. Let's see. Intense, secretive, possessive, idealistic. So, there's light and there's darkness, or shadow side is what they call it. And we all have it, so it's no big deal. But let's see what it says that you need to surrender to. It'll kind of be your, gosh, can't even almost talk. There it goes. One came out. Your shadow side. So surrender your fear of intimacy. That makes really a lot of sense, because I'm really picking up passion. I'm picking up a desire. I'm picking up sexual, in energy a lot. But the intimacy, right? The Lover's card, and this surrendering to intimacy, being vulnerable and close. Okay, that's what you're looking for, and I understand that, right? So you're going to take a leap of faith on that, whatever that is, that comes in here for you. It says here, you are ready to let love in. Awesome. Come passionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So, like I said, I already told you that, and this is confirming to you, okay, exactly what you need to do. This is confirming to you exactly what you need to do. Okay, this could be for male, could be for female. It's not for one or the other, okay? And then we want to do the high vibe cards, because I want to help you guys stay high vibing, okay? Watch things that are positive on TV. Listen to things that are positive on the radio, okay? Think about things that matter and get focused on those as if, right? Because if you're doing things that make your heart happy, then you're on the right path, remember? Okay, cool. Let's see. So, wow, and it went down this row here where the Lovers is at. Heart love. Feel and receive warm energy into your heart. Say the word, I love you. And imagine those words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades. Filling yourself up. This is the purest act of self-love. Practice love daily. You know what? And I'm going to say this is true because I was looking in the mirror this morning, and I don't usually do this when I'm, getting ready, but I looked at myself and I looked into my eyes and I said, I love you. And it wasn't like I was looking at me. I was feeling into my soul and looking into my eyes. And I said, I love you, because Matt Kahn taught me to do that. Okay. So it's important to me that you do that mirror work, okay? Important to you so you can have change. And I'm going to do your reading again, so I'll know if you're working on it or not. List of love. Write a list of the people who deeply love you. Think of all the people who deeply love you, and then feel the love. The love of your mother, the love of your father, the love of your children, the love of your spouse, and let that fill you up, and try and keep that feeling as long as you can, okay? That makes your heart open and open to love in general and for this lover that's coming in. Love sensations. Think of someone or something you love. Feel that love and grow it as big as you can, right? You have to picture it. Then hold that love in your body. What does it feel like to you? Where do you feel it in your body? Notice the subtle nuisances of love. The longer you hold the sensation of love in your body, the longer they stick around, okay? So try and being able to have more discipline with your energy, or how to manipulate it for good, to stay in this happy place regardless of what's going on around you. Again, like I said with the affirmations earlier, affirmations. We all run negative tapes in our head. Change the tape by telling yourself positive stories. And I like to say the opposite of what you're saying, but also the truth. So just tell yourself the truth. Okay. I am an amazing person. I love my life. Good luck follows me. I embrace my magnificence. I am a high vibrational being. I create affirming thoughts. I deserve love. I am joyful. I am beautiful. I have an abundance of self-worth. And I know that's hard if you really don't feel that, but say it anyways and believe it, because it's true. I once didn't believe these things either, but I can say them with conviction now that, I feel all these affirmations, and I want to be around people who know my worth, who know that I'm amazing, and I feel and know that they're amazing. We see souls, and we see love, and we see the good, in people. Okay? For hard times, having a hard time with a situation, imagine that person, people, or event being surrounded by sparkly white loving light. Make a cocoon of love around them or it. This changes the energy around circumstances, plus it changes you. Oh, wow. I'm going to start doing that. I do pray for those people who I feel are against me, and I do put their names into temples where they can be prayed for, my enemies that try to do negative towards me. But you get to a point where you're so highly protected that when people do things against you, and actually they don't realize it goes against them and not me, and it just gives me tenfold of blessings. So note that for you and your behavior as well, okay? So hard times, if you have any hard times, give me a call, not a call, but reach out to me. I am a life coach, spiritual advisor, and spiritual healer. So if you need of my assistance and you need to help get through some of these things that you're going through, especially the fear of intimacy, right? Or how to, grieve and let go of these burdens that you're trying to, or that you began to, but need support through it, so you don't go and digress, just, or helping you make decisions, or helping you learn how to open your heart space, because even that is a process, so you got to keep practicing it and keep practicing it, okay? And you're going to be okay, is what I hear. You're attracting the right things because you're going the right way, even if it feels like the dredges, the trenches, you know, better is coming, and it's not far, okay? It's not far. Okay, how long are we going to be through these trenches? Okay, when does this good luck hit? We need some good luck. When does this Empress level hit? You know, we want to know that. What did the angels, what do these angel cards have for us? Angel answer cards have for us. Let's see if we can pick up anything from them. Oh, got too many actually. We got weights. We got the big happy changes. We got reconsider. We got no. We got communicate clearly. We got look for a sign. We got unlikely. We got abundance. We got it's up to you. And we got peaceful resolution. So for all of these, I would say that, you know, the person here that is being sly like a fox, that there's some kind of deceit, some kind of betrayal. There becomes, you know, they're asking you to reconsider with this person if you know who they are. They're not going to give you long-term stability. That's unlikely. And then underneath that, it says that there is a peaceful resolution, so not to worry about it. After reconsider, it does say no, and that's over the 5 of Spheres also, besides the 4 of Cups that it's over. And you are going to gain abundance, so I'm not really not concerned. I'm not really, not concerned, but I'm not worried about the outcome, because the outcome is already abundance, okay? And it's over the 3 of Cups, which is celebrating, okay? But know that there is this peaceful resolution here for injustice, okay? The big happy changes are over the 9 of Cups and the High Priestess in reverse. So you're going to become the High Priestess and know things and start making happy changes, okay? Look for signs, okay? When it comes to love, or when it comes to, looking for new love and signs of change within you. You know, and the first one was to wait, because, you know, the first thing was to reconsider, but, you know, because there's big happy changes coming, you should reconsider. And the no is dependent on what you think the no is. Okay, but there's a need for communicating clearly, and there's a sign that you're going to get that's going to be clarity. And that is actually, let's see, close to the Ace of Swords. So you're going to be getting a sign so that the Ace of Swords can push you in a new way that you know you need to go. It's unlikely that it's the way that you think, but like I said, there is a peaceful resolution, and that it's always up to you. Okay? So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. And if you could like and subscribe on the way out, I would appreciate that kindly, so that this channel can continue to grow. It could not grow without you. So my heartfelt, deep gratitude to you. And you know where to reach me. It's High Priestess Healer 1111 at yahoo.com. Namaste.